Hi guys, Steve Girardi here. Welcome to Steve Strings. Today I have another unboxing video for you. This is an instrument sent to me by Aklot. It is the Aklot fretless U bass. The box was shipped to me through Amazon from their Hebron, Kentucky distributor. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so here it is. This is the Aklot U bass. Oops, turn it around there. So the Aklot U bass, let's open it up. Okay, before we dive into the instrument, let's see what else came with it. It has this nice big wide shoulder strap, and it has an Allen wrench. I'm sure that is to go with the with a truss rod. Okay, so this gig bag, you've probably seen some of my other videos, Aklot's similar gig bags. It is a sort of a canvas or cordura type bag. A very nice one, good size pouch on it here, pocket. Let's see anything in there, probably not. Okay, good, lots of room down in there. And again, this bass, U bass, is an acoustic electric bass. And this does come with batteries, which is convenient. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the big reveal here. Okay, so there we go. So you can see from the headstock, it has an Aklot label on it, and again, it has this veneer of what looks to be ebony. And again, the website describes this wood on it as striped ebony. And you can see here, it is really quite striking. You can see it is book matched, top and back. It is a laminate, and it has this nice wide fretboard to go with the strings. And again, this is U bass, so it has these Aquila bass ukulele strings, which are sort of like a rubber kind of a string. So let's go ahead and give it a once over. Again, you can see that the headstock, like I said, does have a veneer that matches the laminate striped ebony top, back, and sides. The fretboard, I'm not sure what the fretboard and bridge material are made out of. I'll need to check the nomenclature. It looks like it might be a mahogany. I'm not sure. I'll check the nomenclature. And you can see it looks like it has frets, but those are not metal frets. Those are just lines that have been inlaid so you know your position on the fretless fingerboard. The fretboard is bound. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but it does have a dark I'm not sure if that's ebony wood binding or some other kind of black binding, but it has a dark binding around the sides, and it has fret or position markers on the side as well as on the face of the fretboard. You can see the tuners it comes with are these bass tuners, and again, these are black, and again, these are high ratio tuners. I'll check the nomenclature on this. And from looking at this label, it looks like that Aklot label is an inlay. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but it is inlaid and very nicely done. It has matching black buttons here. And, oh, that's very nice. I didn't notice before. The rosette on this is like a mother of pearl inlay. And that is really quite nice. That's quite nice. From looking inside, it has notched kerfing. It has the typical bracing of an ukulele. You can see the EQ. Again, there's an EQ on here, which includes a tuner. And the label on side says Aklot model AKBU30. Okay, so again, I'll see if you can see that in there. Alrighty, so from first glance, again, this is an unboxing video, so at first glance, I'm just looking to see my first impressions. And first impressions right now from looking at this are that the finish looks good. I don't see any kinds of finish flaws. I think you might just call this like a satin kind of a finish. And I should say that in addition to that rosette, the inlaid rosette, it also has some binding on the sides, both interfacing with the top and the bottom. And that looks like a, you know, I take that back. That is not binding. That is, you're just looking at the side of the laminate. But at first glance, it looks like binding. Okay, and from looking at the fretboard, again, it has this, I'm sorry, the saddle. It has what looks to be a compensated saddle sitting there in that bridge. Again, first glance, nice finish. I don't see any scratches, no dents, no dings, no pooling of finish. It looks like a flawless finish. So what I'll do now is I'll go ahead and put the batteries in, bring this up to pitch, and give you an initial sound sample. Okay guys, I just tuned this up, and again, this is the Aklot AKBU30 laminate ebony fretless bass ukulele. So let's go ahead and give you a bit of rundown here. Again, this thing does have an EQ, which has knobs for bass, mid, and treble. And it also has this built-in tuner. So if I push this little button here, you can see the tuner comes on, and you can tune it up that way. All right. Also, it takes two batteries, which go in down here at the end, and it plugs in. And again, I just have this plugged into my cheap little Squire SP10 amp. Let me go ahead and play a little here, not plugged in, so you see what that sounds like just acoustically. And as you say, not surprisingly, it's not terribly loud acoustically. I'm not sure how that came through the mic. Let's go ahead and throw the amp on here. And I should say that right now I have the amplifier set for volume, treble, bass are all set for 5. And this here I have the bass set in the middle. In fact, I'll go ahead and put them all, the bass, the mids, and the trebles. They're all set in the middle. And the volume is turned just past midway. Now that should come across quite a bit louder. Let's go ahead and see what I'll go ahead and play a run here to see what you think. So there you have it. So again, this is the Aklot AKBU30 fretless bass ukulele, or U-bass. Again, this is the unboxing and kind of first looks video. I'll go ahead and look this over and play around with it for a bit. Again, I'm not a bass player, which you've already figured out. So I'll play around with this for a bit. And I have a friend who's a bass player. I'll see if I can get to talk her into maybe playing this a little as well. But again, first impressions are this is a nice ukulele. In fact, I kind of wish this came in some other ukuleles like tenors and baritones, because this is really, really pretty. But again, be watching next couple weeks or so. I'll do the full review of this. Thanks for watching.